NBC12 News at 11 starts now.
And now at 11, what was a winter wonderland in the daylight has turned into a winter nightmare as the sun set. Icy and slick road conditions are causing problems for drivers all across the mid-Atlantic region tonight.
In fact, take a look at this backup right now on I-95 north and south. This is where for several hours cars have been stranded in a more than 30-mile backup. We're told dozens of tractor trailers got disabled between Courthouse Road and Centerport Parkway this afternoon in Stafford County. Now that scene cleared, but deteriorating conditions left this brutal backup that is now extending into Caroline County. We're live from that scene coming up.
But first, we want to get you a check of school closures tonight. Chesterfield, Henrico, Hanover, and Richmond all announcing that schools will be closed tomorrow. We will continue to monitor any changes. Those closures are scrolling at the bottom of your screen.
A lot going on tonight, and that's why we're on your side with live team coverage. AJ Nwoko has been checking on the roads as more accidents continue to pile up and closures get announced.
But we want to start with our Nick Russo, who is joining us from the First Alert Weather Center. Nick, it's getting colder and colder out there tonight. That's why we're making it another First Alert weather day for the ice tomorrow.
Exactly. Just for the morning commute coming up tomorrow morning, that's when we have the main concern for icy spots out there as we see the snow refreeze overnight tonight. Temperatures have dropped well below freezing. You want to make sure you use extra caution as we head toward the morning. You want to allow extra time to get out the door tomorrow morning. Low temperatures will be dropping back into the teens. We're already in the mid-20s across many spots and lower 20s out toward Chesterfield. 21 degrees in Chesterfield, 27 in Hanover, 28 in RVA, and also for Petersburg. These temperatures continuing to drop back as we get into the overnight, and we'll be seeing the upper teens when you wake up early tomorrow morning. Current wind speeds a little bit lighter than they were earlier today. We had some strong wind gusts. That was part of the reason why we had so many power outages up toward Louisa County, those areas where you saw the heavy snowfall accumulations weighing down the tree branches. All it took were some wind gusts to cause widespread power outages out toward Louisa, Orange, Goochland counties. Our wind chill factors, when you factor in the light breeze, it already feels like 18 degrees in Richmond. It feels like 13 in Chesterfield, and it is going to be cold. You want to bundle the kids up if they're heading out tomorrow morning, maybe trying to have some fun in the snow. It is going to be a bitter cold start to the day. 17 degrees at 7 a.m., 19 by 8 o'clock in the morning. Watch out for those icy spots, especially on bridges and overpasses overnight tonight and into the day on Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine for the afternoon. The roads will be much improved as we get toward 3 to 4 p.m. as the melting begins. We'll take a full look at your 7-day forecast, including when a little more winter weather may be on the way. That's coming up. Makia?
All righty. Thank you so much, Nick. Well, breaking news tonight out of Hanover County. Those residents who live in Montpelier and Beaver Dam, listen up. If you need to call 911, you must do so from a cell phone. Landline phones are not working right now. The impacted carriers have been notified. But again, if you do live in Beaver Dam or Montpelier and need to access 911, you have to use a cell phone to call for help. New video tonight of that more than 30-mile backup that we first told you about at the start of the show. This was the scene before 6 p.m. tonight on I-95 north and southbound in Stafford County. VDOT says that initial scene was cleared, but heavy snow just kept coming.
Now that backup of traffic has made its way all the way to Caroline County tonight, and that is where we find our AJ Nwoko, who is standing by. AJ, you reached out to State Police and VDOT. What have they said about this mess?
Well, it's going to take a while to get cleared up. That's the biggest thing that you'll need to keep in mind right now. I want to give you guys a look at just what the start of this traffic jam looks like. We're right at the beginning. We're about 6 miles north of Doswell, Virginia, near Kings Dominion. That's exactly where this traffic jam on I-94 is beginning. Again, those major accidents that occurred to start this whole thing, those tractor trailers that crashed earlier today, that's cleared, but it's still a standstill right here. These cars are just crawling through, trying to get down I-95 north. Multiple crews are responding to this on the front end of this from VDOT and State Police to try and get this area cleared up as fast as they can possibly do it. But because of the deteriorating conditions, because of the black ice, because of that refreezing of that slush we saw earlier today, this is going to be the scene for quite a while. Now, we were all over the greater Richmond area dealing with crashes and instances of black ice. Not nearly this bad, but still bad enough that you should probably stay off the road. Take a look at what some of those conditions look like closer to home.
What we're going to be looking for tonight and into Tuesday morning is black ice.
There's no need to look, it's already here. The slush from Monday's morning, afternoon, and evening commutes has already begun to refreeze all over the greater Richmond area. If you were on the roads, there's a good chance you passed one of these. All day long, VDOT has been sending its massive fleet of snowplows across a 14-county-wide district, treating roads as far west as Goochland, as north of Hanover, to the east in New Kent, and as far south as the North Carolina state line.
Our crews will be looking out for any slick spots that we can treat and make sure that we're melting ice as best we can and providing traction for drivers.
They've been prioritizing interstates and main roads in addition to roads with at least 2 inches of ice.
If we plow anything less than 2 inches, the plow blade will scrape against the pavement and possibly damage the blade, damage the pavement.
Even now, parts of the road have become incredibly slick. The Nickel Bridge in Richmond has already been closed until further notice because of icy conditions. All evening, Virginia State Police has been responding to accidents due to the icy roads. Until conditions improve, VDOT strongly mentions that you should stay home if you can help it. If not, exercise extreme caution.
If you do have to travel for one reason or another, just remember to take it slow. Anything that looks wet on the pavement could easily be black ice. Leave a more following distance between yourself and other vehicles. Make sure you're reducing your speed and leave more time to reach your destination.
Again, here's another look at I-95 north. Again, we're just 6 miles outside of Doswell, Virginia. If you're traveling on I-95 north right now, your last chance to get off before you get stuck in this will be about exit 104. At that point, you can take a couple back roads to get you where you need to go. So far, Virginia State Police, as of 8:30 p.m., responded to more than 2,600 calls for service. They're currently still at about 52 different incidents. Right now, we are only hearing reports of minor injuries. Fortunately, there are no fatalities, but again, let this scene behind me be a lesson to you guys at home who are thinking about traveling tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. Maybe rethink those plans if you can help it. Stay off the road. The black ice is real. The danger is real, and we want you guys to be safe out there. That'll do it for us now live in Hanover County. AJ Nwoko, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, AJ. Please stay safe out there. Well, tonight we are on your side with a check of power outages. We know that's been a big issue today. Numbers have drastically dropped, but many of our neighbors are still without power. And with more freezing temperatures on the way, it's likely that many more of us will be. Right now at its peak, actually today, more than 380,000 Virginians were impacted. Right now, Dominion customers are looking at 158,000 outages across Virginia. And Richmond, more than 15,000 customers are sitting in the dark. Crews will work well into the night. And turning to the Northern Neck Electric, nearly 4,000 homes are in the dark tonight. The most outages reported up towards Fredericksburg, but as you can see, not a lot of areas escaped untouched by this storm. And checking on the Southside Electric now, where thousands more are without power. Right now, more than 12,000 homes are in the dark. We're told that some in the Farmville area have not had power since 10 this morning.
Take a look at this picture from Rappahannock Electric, perhaps the most hard-hit area. They have crews out and about working to get your power back on tonight. But as you can see, they have their work cut out for them. Here's a live look at outages right now for Rappahannock customers. More than 80,000 customers still without power on this frigid night. We'll be monitoring outages all night long, and you can look for updates starting at 4:30 on 12 News Today. Now to some major turbulence at Richmond's airport today. The snow led to the cancellation of over 40 flights and, of course, many delays. RIC spokesperson Troy Bell says this is the biggest weather impact that they've seen in years, with 1/3 of the flights getting scrapped. But around 90 flights are still set to fly in these treacherous conditions. Crews have been working tirelessly, clearing the runways, de-icing planes, and plowing the way for those flights to take off. A lot of prep went into this day.
By the end of the weekend or early this week, we had snow teams here at like 5 o'clock this morning when it was still raining. There's not a lot you can do. You can't really pre-treat services when it's raining.
And if you are catching a flight that is still happening tomorrow morning, getting to the airport might be a big issue. RIC crews are preparing and looking ahead to the forecast for the morning when the roads and runways could freeze over, leading to even more cancellations.
Well, bad weather causing a similar problem across much of the country as 20 million Americans woke up to a winter storm alert. Now at 11, Daryl Forges has the details.
A wintry mess affecting millions.
The roads are really just slushy. They're not as icy as we were expecting, but I do have a sneaky suspicion tonight it's going to get pretty bad.
The snow falling as far south as the Florida Panhandle.
It's snowing.
Some areas in the Northeast could see between 4 to 8 inches of snow. In Washington, D.C., snow shutting down the federal government.
Crews have been out in the district since midnight, focused on salting and plowing roads.
Hundreds of thousands are without power. The heavy snow leading to school closures and even some COVID testing sites to temporarily close.
It's just, kind of a nightmare.
The storm mixed with staff shortages due to the Omicron variant, causing major travel disruptions. According to FlightAware, more than 2,700 flights canceled nationwide on Monday. Major flight delays in Washington, Chicago, and Atlanta. Some travelers waiting for days to catch a flight home.
I tried to leave on Thursday, and then they canceled it, and then we tried to reschedule for Saturday night, and they rescheduled it again or canceled it. And then today, and they canceled it on the way to the airport.
I'm Daryl Forges reporting.
Travel nightmare there. Well, our First Alert weather team is always on your side. Just make sure that you download the NBC12 First Alert weather app. As our weather team continues to track any impacts overnight, you'll have access to forecast updates in your area directly to your phone.
Pfizer's 12 to 15-year-old booster shot could soon be available here in Virginia. We're talking as soon as the end of the week. The state estimates that 422,741 children fall into that age group and would become eligible for a Pfizer booster if they are 5 months out from their first set of shots. A spokesperson for Richmond Henrico Health District says that they are working to improve vaccination rates for 12 to 15-year-olds. About 52% are currently fully vaccinated in the city and 63% in Henrico County.
We expect a pretty quick turnaround time. Our clinics that are offering COVID-19 vaccines right now are all operating as walk-ins, so folks don't need to make an appointment, though they can if they prefer to.
Due to a continued high demand for COVID testing, the health districts will add additional PCR testing clinics this week. But all testing and vaccine clinics for Richmond and Henrico are canceled Tuesday due to the weather.
Well, VCU Health is pausing non-urgent surgeries and procedures that require a hospital bed effective immediately. In a release today, VCU says impacted patients will be contacted. The move comes in an effort to protect patients and slow the spread of COVID-19. Emergency departments will remain open and essential and urgent surgeries will continue.
The destructive wildfire that ravished several towns in Colorado is out, but the investigation is just getting started. Next at 11, the latest on search and recovery efforts, plus what investigators think started the massive blaze.
Plus, it's the moment thousands are waiting for. $540 million on the line. Tonight's Powerball jackpot numbers are in. When we return those numbers, those winning numbers that could make you a multi-millionaire.
And earlier today, we saw snowfall totals anywhere from 9 inches out toward Buckingham County to 3 inches in Bon Air and Chester. We'll take a look at your forecast for the next 7 days, including another look at a chance for wintry weather. That's coming up in a few minutes.
Welcome back in. It is certainly cold and slick out there. This is a live look now at road conditions across our area. You can see it's pretty clear, which is good. People are adhering to the advice. Temperatures are in the low 20s right now, and that wet weather that we got today, well, it's creating hazardous road conditions, so all the more reason you want to stay off the roads. We're keeping an eye on the roadways for you, but if you do have to venture out, please be extra careful. Nick Russo has your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Well, while COVID-19 deaths are down since last week, hospitalizations are way up, and child hospitalizations are the highest that they've ever been. New admissions of children in COVID-19 have increased 66% to 378 daily on average as of Tuesday, December 28th. That's according to the CDC. Now, most of those hospitalized are not vaccinated. Teenagers between the ages of 12 and 17 who are unvaccinated are 10 times more likely to be hospitalized than youth of the same age who are fully vaccinated, according to health officials.
Right now, the search is on for 2 people missing after wind-whipped wildfires torched through large parts of Colorado. 2 towns left devastated and reduced to ash. As Jen Sullivan reports tonight, cadaver dogs are now on the job.
This can't be real. It's just so surreal to be able to even fathom everything you own is just gone.
A fresh layer of thick snow now blankets the charred ruins of communities in Colorado, where just days ago, an inferno fueled by winds clocking in at over 100 miles per hour torched through whole neighborhoods in nearly 1,000 homes outside of Denver.
There's people who lost everything they had, and there's others that are still waiting to get back to their homes.
Search teams are working around the clock to find missing people.
We're still attempting to locate 2 people. We are actively working at 2 scenes. It is very, very difficult work given the debris, the heat, that kind of thing, and essentially working by hand and with small tools to try to get through those locations.
We're still continuing to work with the cadaver dog to work. We've got the whole north side of Louisville done. We're now working on the south side. We do not currently have any missing persons in Louisville. That doesn't mean that we won't find something.
As to what caused the unprecedented fire, the sheriff says that's still under investigation.
It's going to take a while, and we're going to get the right people with the right expertise. The snow's going to melt. We're going to be able to see better. Things are going to happen.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Accurate, reliable, breaking weather specialists. This is NBC12 First Alert Weather.
Checking out a few more of our snowfall total numbers. Colonial Beach picking up about 9 inches. As you get out toward the northern neck, the amounts were pretty impressive as well. It wasn't just places like Louisa County, though they saw the highest amounts. The northern neck also picked up about a ½ foot of snow from Montrose, 4 inches in Warsaw, and as well for Tappahannock. And then lower amounts the farther south and east you got. Victoria down toward Lunenburg County, 2.5. And officially at Richmond International Airport, it was a 2-inch snowfall. It's not going to go down in the record books as a major storm, but it certainly was if you live north and west of Richmond, where the snow weighed down the trees and caused numerous power outages out toward Louisa. Goochland County, Fluvanna County is also included in that. B&W Builders WeatherNet site temperatures dropping quickly this evening. We're at 23 in Midlothian at the Millwood School, 26 in Prince George, 25 in Richmond on the south side of the city here at the TV station. These readings will continue to drop like a rock overnight tonight. One of our coldest nights so far this winter. Tonight's forecast low 17 degrees, clear skies, icy roads when you wake up early tomorrow morning. So take it slow, allow some extra time, or just don't go on the roads at all tomorrow morning because it is going to be pretty treacherous, especially on those untreated bridges and overpasses and sidewalks as well. Use some caution walking outside. As we look at our hour-by-hour forecast, upper teens when you wake up around 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll slowly warm things up during the day. Mid-20s by 9 a.m. and then as we get toward the afternoon, those readings will climb above freezing. That means the melting process begins tomorrow. Upper 30s, close to 40 degrees by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we talk about even warmer temperatures for Wednesday and Thursday, which should melt a lot of that snow. As we look at your hour-by-hour forecast tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. Will be up to 35 degrees by noontime. And again, we'll see the roads much improved for the afternoon. The next big thing we're tracking, believe it or not, is another area of low pressure, which will bring a chance for wintry weather coming up Thursday night into Friday morning. But this is not going to be a repeat of what we just went through. It's going to be a weaker system for us, so we're not expecting as much of a chance for accumulating snow. Although our northwestern counties, the same places that got hit so hard this time, could pick up a couple additional inches of snow as we get toward early on Friday morning. And even in Richmond, we could briefly see this change over to a little bit of snow before it moves out of here on Friday. And then we're talking about warmer weather for the weekend. So our snow tracker graphic has been reset. We're talking about a 3 out of 10 for new additional snowfall coming up Thursday night. A rain-snow mix probably from Richmond Point south and east, mainly rain at this point. But we're going to keep a close eye on this. It is still 3-4 days away, so a lot can change between now and Thursday night into Friday morning. Our 7-day forecast has that first alert weather day for tomorrow morning's commute. Watch out for those morning icy spots with a sunny sky. Upper 40s, close to 50 Wednesday and Thursday, and then mid-30s for us on Friday with that chance for an early morning wintry mix. 40 degrees Saturday, mostly sunny to start off the weekend. Sunday looks like the warmest day, so any precipitation we have to close out the weekend will fall in the form of plain old rain for Sunday, with mostly sunny skies to start off next week. Temperatures in the mid-40s. It is going to be much colder here the next 7 days. Gone are the abnormally warm temperatures we saw over the weekend. Simone?
All right, Nick, thank you. And now the moment that you all have been waiting for. We need a drum roll, please. Tonight's winning Powerball numbers are, take a look, 2, 13, 32, 33, 48. Once again, those numbers are 2, 13, 32, 33, 48, and the Powerball is number 22. Tonight's jackpot prize, a whopping $540 million. So make sure you double check those tickets. Stay with us. We're back in just a moment.
The NBC12 Sports Desk is sponsored by Pearson's Signature Dealerships, home of the 2-time warranty on engines and transmissions.
Well, are you ready? We are now just a month away now from the 2022 Winter Olympics.
The games are still set to go on in China despite the pandemic and many political objections. A few different countries have voiced opposition over China's human rights record. The U.S., Canada, Britain, and Australia will not be sending diplomatic representatives to the games. As for COVID, all domestic and international participants will be tested. And don't forget, NBC12 is your home for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. The games kick off on February 3rd, and you can watch all of the action right here.
Well, this weather certainly doesn't have us thinking about running outside right now, but the U-Crops Monument Avenue 10K, well, good news, it's back in person this year. Today, sports backers unveiled the T-shirt for this year's race. It's designed by Richmond-based artist Hamilton Glass. Race day is set for April 23rd. Registration is open now, but prices are set to go up tomorrow. That's a quick look at sports. Stay with us. We're back right after the break.
We have a first alert weather day for the Tuesday morning commute for the threat of continued icy spots as the snow has refrozen overnight tonight and the slush as well, especially on the bridges and overpasses. So use extra caution tomorrow morning. Maybe stay off the roads in the morning because things really will improve as we get into the afternoon. It's also going to be cold to start off the day. Low temperatures right around 17 degrees in RVA. Even colder off to the north and west. As we look at our 7-day forecast, things will improve the next couple of days, especially Wednesday and Thursday when high temperatures reach the upper 40s to near 50. Partly sunny for the midweek. We have to watch Thursday night into Friday morning. We want to give you that first alert already that early on Friday there may be some minor snow accumulation, especially north and west of Richmond. Something we'll watch closely here the next several days, but it is not, we don't think at this point, going to be a repeat of what we just went through. 36 degrees on Friday, 44 on Saturday. 53 on Sunday. If you're a fan of slightly milder temperatures, you can circle Sunday on your calendar because it's going to be warmer, and anything that falls from the sky Sunday will be in the form of just plain old rain. Simone and Makia?
All right, sounds good to us. Thank you so much, Nick. And as we head into the overnight hours now, don't worry. Our 12 News Today crew will be back tomorrow morning at 4:30 with a live check of the roads and your forecast. You can, of course, count on Andrew, Candace, Sarah, and Anthony to get you out the door with the most accurate and reliable updates. And again, we thank you so much for staying up late with us. That's going to do it for our show tonight. The Tonight Show is coming up next.
We'll see you right back here tomorrow, and we leave you with a brand new video of a snowball fight at the National Mall in our nation's capital. Enjoy and have a great night.